For scores of several years by now, with considerable expense of taxpayer dollars and loss of several Class D personnel, work has been steadily progressing to perfect the perfunctory prototype and collimate a cohesive concept of creating a generator with a purely positive power factor. Such a device is the Helical Encabulator, and after 5 generations of close-hauled micturation, it's creating a revolution in clean, green, alternative energy. The grotesquely gilded principle here is that instead of power being generated by the cross-Cartesian interaction of cupric conductors and magnetoinductive fluxes, we've pushed beyond solid-state componentry into a combination of crystal matrices and vaporware existing entirely in a supercritical Carver-Feynman plasma. This allows us to shed the baseload burdens from multiplicative modial interactions with magnetoreluctance and capacitive diractance, while simultaneously eliminating transients with our new trinary gender fluid couplings. We've brought the high-frequency bias wow and flutter down to single cycle time spans while flattening the trip curve of downstream current-limiting devices with a soft knee tube compression. The prefabulated amulite of the original baseplate was prone to dysmenorrhea and has been replaced with a combination of grass-fed, close-range, organic rare earth elements unethically sourced from our partnership with the lanthanide group. The logarithmic casing was causing exponential problems and has been under-engineered with gross dimensional tolerances tangent to the parallax bearings. This entire DOM assembly is coherent to a patented phase dimensional array across the syncope, establishing a hardware 4 next loop that is future-proof with legacy iterations of COBOL through the use of a more magic switch located just starboard of center on the aft forecastle bulkhead. Now, it goes without saying that subsequent to the 2006 Coopersville, Michigan incident, not only do our thoughts and prayers go out to their families, but we have taken other mindful yet meaningless steps to ensure that numerous further instances of loss of plant and personnel from resonant side fumbling of the lunar wane shaft were properly obfuscated through targeted media saturation and the decisive disbursement of disgusting volumes of fine scotch, firm tail, and fluid financial instruments to the proper people. The problematic balancing of hydrocopic Marsal veins has been solved through the use of degenerate practical intelligence and a dynamic reallocation of hardware resources through vertical integration with the cloud from cumulitic to ceritic levels. This provides plenty of overhead for future virtualization memory requirements all the way to OSI Layer 9 IP stack and zero-day applications for spontaneous additional off-site employee access to critical infrastructure. The original Lotus O Delta winding was attracting unwanted attention in the free energy communities and has been replaced with a low Z high Q SMPTE interlaced Y Delta Epsilon winding with phantom power. The new system features a provisionally patented 32-bit floating neutral with an intermittent audio frequency ground loop for injecting in-band test tones automatically within the signal path. The Helical Encabulator is more than just the latest iteration in a hysterical lineage. Conceived first at the British Institute of Electrical Engineers by John Hallins Quick in 1944, it was brought to the colonies by Bernard Salwin and Arthur D. Little in 1946. The true revolution in encabulation happened in '77 with the exceptional efforts of big swagger Bud Haggart, who brought our dream to the world for the first time on film. For the past 2 iterations, the magnificent Mike Kraft brought encabulation into the digital age. Today it is with considerable tumescence that I felicitate those who have taken so many, so far, with so little. And that's pretty cool.